One thing I haven't really spoken about, boys, is the sales culture. And I think in sales, if you work in sales, corporate sales, direct sales, any type of sales job, or you've done sales before, then you'll know how important a sales culture is. Me personally, I've never worked in a corporate sales job, done direct sales or anything like that, but I've heard things from my brother and I've heard about people that have worked in direct sales. And every time I speak to someone on a call or anything like that, I speak to someone and they tell me they work in a sales office. They're always a G. I always love those kind of people. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something embedded in the culture or the sales job, but you talk to me in the comments on why you sales guys are G's. But personally, I just want to speak about the culture and the group that we've created to kind of try and embed that culture into the online sales, because the online sales space can get very, very lonely and isolated, especially if you're doing appointment setting. If you're doing appointment setting and you're, sitting in your room all day, you don't see any flipping light all day, it can get boring. You just send messages all day. So I think having that culture, having that team, that competitiveness is so beneficial. So even if you're on a team of setters, if you're working under a client and you're on a team of setters where there's such high competitiveness and you're always bouncing ideas off each other. Take, for example, I've got a client right now who we've set up a sales team for, and we do cold calling for them. And what I tell the boys to do is they jump on a Discord chat together and they're dialing together. They're literally calling people together on a chat, and they say it's so beneficial because they get another set of ears listening to them. They get that bouncing ideas of it, and it's just like banter. They're laughing with each other, and that's the culture that I'm talking about. And I spoke to this guy in Alpha it's called Calvin, and he was saying that in his office, bro, there'll be people sitting around laughing at him when he's on his call, and it's just banter, and that's kind of what sales is about essentially. Pushing yourself to the biggest limits and trying to earn as much commission as possible, but at the same time having fun, enjoying it, and doing everything you can to get that sale with your boys. I think that sales culture is super super valuable. So I'm going to talk about our group and how it's changed and helped me for the better. For example, I've got tons of friends in real life that, well, I say tons of friends, I'm not someone that's got loads of friends, but I've got friends in real life that are not in this online space. They're not interested in making money online. They might just be, working a normal job or etc. etc. So, obviously it's great to have those friends, but at the same time, I like speaking to people that are on the same wavelength as me. Want to make money online and want to grind the day in sales. And it's like, I spoke to someone yesterday on a call actually. He was like, if I told someone told one of my best mates I want to start a appointment and making money online, he'd probably just laugh at me and say, sure, bro, we're going pub. And it's like, that's the reality for a lot of people. So, having this little bubble is, I speak to Alpha more than I speak to my own family, because it's like, we've got so much shit in common. And I love speaking to my mum, I love my family. But when they're telling me about the things that they're dealing with appointments, then I get energy from it because I can relate to them. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I went through that before. And that's kind of the sales culture I'm talking about, and having an environment full of boys where they only want the same thing as you. A great analogy I like to use is football, right? So, like I mentioned before, I play football to a decent level. So, if I went to five-a-side, I went to Power League or Goals, wherever you call it, from wherever you're from, and I was playing with some of my mates who don't play football properly, and I was playing against not very good players, then I'd be trying to megs people. I wouldn't be seriously trying. I'd just be trying to show off, do skills, and do a Rabona or something like that. I wouldn't be trying properly. But in my team training sessions where, there's ex-pros, there's people that are playing at a very good standard, I'm trying my very best to, if not fit in or outperform others, because I want to be the very best. And it's like, the same goes for life and making money and your work environment. If you're hanging around and you're spending most of your time with and doing things with the people that are not making money, they're not trying to get to the next stage, they're not thinking about the next 10 years, they're just thinking about pub of the weekend, that's what you're going to be thinking about. That's what you're going to be doing. But if you're in a group full of killers, people that, I made 10k last month, like David made 10k. He joined Alpha as a year ago, and now he's made his first 10k month, £10,000 as well. So it kind of shows you, you hearing that as someone that's just come in. A year is not, bro. Think about where you was last year. Have you changed much? And David's gone from a degree apprentice to making 10k in a month. That's a big change. So think about, if you're hearing that type of thing from people around you, it's only going to motivate you. And that's kind of Me, like when I see someone, if someone's, cooking, I'm like, you know what, I want to do better than him. I want to say I've got the biggest win. If we're doing objection handling and this guy can't handle the objection, I want to jump in and be like, oh, so this is how I do it. And they'll be like, oh, but you make it look so easy. And I thrive of that healthy competitiveness. Because at the same time, everybody's looking out for each other, but everybody wants to compete and do better than each other. So it's that good, healthier environment to be in where, you're going to get that motivational push, even if you're someone that's very self-driven. Because I am. But who doesn't love a bit of motivation and sharing your wins with the boys and having that second opinion? That's what the sales culture is about, making memories with your boys. So that's kind of why we've got such a strong knit group, and we do our link ups when we speak to people and we have these conversations in real life where we're boys. At the end of the day, me and the elf setter are boys. Like we went to Thailand with 3 elf setters. We're not going to go to a island for a month in a villa, a confined space with people we don't like for a month. It's because we're actually boys. So that's why I'm talking about this group essentially saved my life in terms of this put me on the right trajectory. But yeah, boys, if you relate to this, if you can feel any type of way, if you feel like you need that sense of group and togetherness, then, maybe Alpha is something that would be beneficial for you. But if not, then just try and surround yourself and get that sales culture going if you can. So boys, hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more.